Eagles for Life is an organization based in Kisii, but we work in the entire country in Kenya. We advocate for the rights for the sexual and gender minority groups, especially in addressing some of the violence and human rights violations that they face as individuals in our spaces.
The Eagles for Life competition has been one of our key strategic partners, having come on board to help us through collaboration to manage and support our mooting activities, which is a key part of experiential learning, where students learn about the law through practical experiences. And one of the key ones is moot court competition.
So that we reach various target individuals in terms of shaping the outcomes. The movers and shakers, who are mostly the duty bearers, who have influence in terms of decision making, in terms of policy and all that. We also reach out even to some of them who have the mandate within the constitution to offer services. If it's the medical, people from the Ministry of Health, if it's people from the education sector, we reach out to all of them. We also reach out to people who are not directly involved in terms of decision making, but they have influence within the society. So some of these people are the religious leaders, some of the cultural leaders, And we also reach out to people who are very close to the LGBTQ community, and that is the family and friends, because some of them are very close to them. Some may know, some may not know, but how do we influence them in terms of getting them closer and also shaping that. But in particular for today, we also work with higher learning institutions, and this is the aspect of they are young minds, they are young people who are coming up, they are the next professionals in future. They may meet up with such kind of cases or issues when they get out to the workspaces. So for us, it's shaping the narrative and also shaping their minds and opening up the discussions amongst them to try and also realize that we have the LGBTIQ community, for example. If we are doing law, because we do a lot of debate and moot competitions. So if you're doing law, you've done research, when you become a lawyer, you find, you need to support an LGBTQ in court or something like that. How will you go about it? So that is the essence of having some of these discussions. And they are purely, when we do moot competitions, they are purely on addressing issues of, sexual and gender minority groups in terms of violations and all those. And how does the law and society come into being, and how do we address that moving forward?
If I may give a short story, when I came to law school, I was not as confident as I am. I didn't have the ability to talk before people or to just address my issues before people. But through mooting, through consistent mooting in school and even in the competitions that have been advocated by Eagles for Life, I have been able to improve my mooting skills. I can talk before people. I can have a conversation without kutetemeka or getting scared of what people will perceive of me. And I think that's a good progress, that is growth.
Today we have been having a moot court competition and the experience was wonderful. It was lovely. First of all, we get to conceptualize the legal aspects that we have been learning in class. We put the theory into practice. We now get to interact with judges because most of them are advocates and legal practitioners, and they get to tell us how to put what we have learned in class in practice.
The best moment was seeing a student from Chuka University called Rachel Praise bombarded with questions, not like demean her or anything, is to guide her into her presentation. Like, you are asked questions and you have to think on your feet, and she did it so well, and I am proud of her.
This was my second moot competition. So the first one, the previous one that we did, I didn't manage to win. I got the second best oralist, but I advocated and I made sure that I did my best so that this time, although the competition was quite stiff, but I made it to become the best female oralist, and I am happy. I am proud, I'm overwhelmed with joy, and I just thank God. Yes.
When you look at the question that we had, it did not solely talk about LGBTQ. it talked about rights. So when you bring rights into it, you are humanizing the people, and you are now talking about it from the legal aspect. You're looking at it like this is a person. It is not a member of the LGBTQ community.
In future, we are going to become advocates, and one of the things that we'll do as advocates is litigation. So I thank Eagles for Life for giving us chances whereby we can sharpen our oral skills, so that by the time we are done with law school, in future we can make great advocates. So I would say it's a good experience, it was a learning experience for me, but personally, every day is a learning session.
Engagement with higher learning institution is very key and very important. It opens up a space for new ideas and innovative ideas, and also gives us as an organization what are the innovative ways to address or maybe engage the young people. So, and it's also a learning lesson for most of us.
This partnership did not start today. It is born of an 8-year journey that we've had with the Eagles for Life, having worked in the past to support Moots. And this marks the first one in Chuka, but not definitely the first one between myself and the Eagles for Life. So it's a continuing relationship, which we hope that will continue supporting each other, collaborating, to ensure that the next stage now is to upscale the activities, so that we have maybe a 2-day event or a 3-day event, and cast the net wider to other law schools, not only in Kenya, but in East Africa.